Hello! I have something a little different for you today. I've been doing some practicing of different Terraria speed run challenges kind of things off camera, and I always say off camera, I mean off microphone. I just practice on my own, but I always record everything that goes on in case something interesting happens. And I've been doing a number of different things. I asked for suggestions over Twitter for different types of Terraria speed challenges and speed runs and different kinds of things that could be done. And people had some good suggestions, which included killing bosses. One thing I was trying out was trying to kill the first 3 bosses, like in 3 hours or something. Seemed like a reasonable thing to go for. This game is extremely luck-based in terms of the random terrain generator, and you might happen to get really lucky with some underground caves and some loot finds that you have, or really unlucky in different worlds. And so if you're going to do any kind of Terraria speed challenge, until they include some kind of like seed system where you can like type in a seed so you can play against your friends on the same world seed, I think basically it comes down to recording a whole lot of different worlds and waiting until you get really lucky on one. And so I'm just exploring underground here. This is running at 4 times speed, finding some iron and copper, and just trying to see if I encounter any really good loot underground, hoping to get lucky. I'm not very good at underground movement in general. There's a lot of things I could definitely improve about my own game to kind of be better at Terraria speed challenges, but I've tried a handful of these so far. You'll see them later. I was also using the constraint of I could save and exit the game as kind of a poor man's magic mirror, to get back to the surface and back to the spawn point, which I don't know if you'd consider that cheating or not, but basically that's kind of like a free constraint that I'm giving myself. Like, the game doesn't have... Okay, I just found 2 more life crystals right there, which is really lucky. And so you can see my life is already up to... Oh, and I just found another one, so my life is up to 200. So I'm feeling good about this run. And then I find this house that's got a keen boomerang, ice boomerang, which is a great weapon. And I'd found a suspicious-looking eye. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to fight Eye of Cthulhu on the first night in this particular world. And you saw previously when I reloaded the game that this is the 7th world I've tried. I was originally trying with certain goals in mind, and after doing a few of those and playing for a few hours, I started doing shorter runs on smaller worlds just to see like what I could do in like 10 or 20 minutes. And sometimes you get really unlucky, other times you get really lucky. This is a start that I got really lucky. I've got 200 health, I've got a great weapon with the keen ice boomerang, and I've got a suspicious-looking eye, so I can actually summon the Eye of Cthulhu. Sadly, I do not have enough iron to make an anvil, and so I've got like all these platinum bars and different things that I found in chests that I cannot use. Also, sadly, I don't have much practice doing this, and so I'm not doing a good job of lighting up around, and I'm going to do a really poor job trying to craft a mob arena right here that you'll see. There's one huge flaw in this place, but I do remember to set up a campfire and spawn the Eye of Cthulhu, and now we're going to go back into normal speed for the Eye of Cthulhu battle, so you can see how well or how poorly I do. But the boomerang's a pretty good weapon against the Eye of Cthulhu. You can do a ton of damage with it. You can stay far enough away that you're not going to take a whole lot of damage from the Eye of Cthulhu. You may have seen in my inventory that I have like, I don't know, 6 healing potions or something that heal for 100, and I won't be able to use them all because I have like a 1-minute healing potion cooldown timer or something. So I've got some good healing potions. My boss arena is pretty small. I was just trying to get as much wood as I could very quickly, and I made wooden armor because that was the only kind of armor I could make. Once again, I'm carrying around some metals, but I didn't have enough iron to make an anvil to kind of do much with the metals. And I should have made myself possibly, I think I had some arrows, and I could have made myself a bow, maybe even a wooden bow or something, but I didn't do that. And so, other than the boomerang, I don't have many projectile weapons. You can see on my bar I have, I think, just a small number of shurikens, as well as like 4 grenades or something. And so I decided I was going to save those in the second half of the Eye of Cthulhu battle. After you've taken off half of his 2,800 hit points, he changes. He becomes more offensive, but then he has less defense. And so I decided I was going to save those awesome weapons for the latter portion of the battle to see if I could really beat up on Eye of Cthulhu when he has less defense. And so for the beginning portion of this battle, things are going relatively smoothly. I'm not taking a ton of damage, but I've already used a healing potion, basically with the idea that I wanted to get the cooldown timer going already, so that when I was in the second portion of the battle, I would have time to use another healing potion. But so far, just trying to stay alive, trying to use the campfire to help keep my regeneration going. Despite the fact that this boss arena is pretty small and sucky, it's doing a pretty good job of helping me have some maneuverability. But now we get to the second half of the fight. And I haven't fought Eye of Cthulhu when I'm weak in a long time, and I couldn't even remember exactly what his pattern is in terms of how he charges at you. And so already I'm in a bit of trouble. My cooldown timer for healing potions. I've got like a few seconds left. There we go, I can finally heal just in time. Because right after I healed, he hit me again and brought me below 100. I just healed for 100. Now I remember that I have the grenades, and so I throw the grenades at him, which do a fair amount of damage. And so we've actually got him pretty low, but I'm also low on health. And so this one's going to be really close. I switched to the shurikens, because I've got a few of those, and I might as well do some damage with them. And then he knocks me outside the arena. And I didn't leave any kind of door to get back in the arena. And so now I'm trapped outside the arena, and there's no light out here, so I can't see what's going on. And so it's really close. He's down to like 400 hit points or something, I think. And so I'm trying to dodge him. Unfortunately, with no light, I don't see that there's a zombie right there. And I walk right into the zombie and get slain by the zombie. So, it didn't work this time around, but that was actually, for 7 tries, like, that was not bad in terms of an attempt on the Eye of Cthulhu. I got reasonably close there. I definitely got really lucky finding all those life hearts and finding a good weapon, but this gives me a sense of what you can do with speed challenges in Terraria, so I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this, and I will see you again possibly in the future with more speed challenge stuff. Let me know if you have more ideas. Let me know what you think about me trying to do more of these.